Space exploration is the ongoing discovery and exploration of celestial structures in outer space by means of continuously evolving and growing space technology. While the study of space is carried out mainly by astronomers with telescopes, the physical exploration of space is conducted both by unmanned robotic space probes and human spaceflight. Space exploration has often been used as a proxy competition for geopolitical rivalries such as the Cold War. The early era of space exploration was driven by a space race between the Soviet Union and the United States. The launch of the first human-made object to orbit Earth, the Soviet Union's Sputnik 1, on October 4, 1957, and the first moon landing by the American Apollo 11 mission on July 20, 1969 are often taken as landmarks for this initial period. The Soviet space program achieved many of the first milestones, including the first living being in orbit in 1957, the first human spaceflight, Yuri Gagarin aboard Vostok 1, in 1961, the first spacewalk, by Alexei Leonov, on March 18, 1965, the first automatic landing on another celestial body in 1966, and the launch of the first space station, Salyut 1, in 1971. After the first 20 aboard Vostok 1, in 1961, the first spacewalk, by Alexei Leonov, on March 18, 1965, the first automatic landing on another celestial body in 1966, and the launch of the first space station, Salyut 1, in 1971. After the first 20 years of exploration, focus shifted from one-off flights to renewable hardware, such as the Space Shuttle program, and from competition to cooperation as with the International Space Station, ISS. The exploration of Mars has been an important part of the space exploration programs of the Soviet Union, later Russia, the United States, Europe, Japan and India. Dozens of robotic spacecraft, including orbiters, landers, and rovers, have been launched toward Mars since the 1960s. These missions were aimed at gathering data about current conditions and answering questions about the history of Mars. The questions raised by the scientific community are expected to not only give a better appreciation of the red planet but also yield further insight into the past, and possible future, of Earth. The exploration of Mars has come at a considerable financial cost, with roughly two-thirds of all spacecraft destined for Mars failing before completing their missions, with some failing before they even began. Such a high failure rate can be attributed to the complexity and large number of variables involved in an interplanetary journey, and has led researchers to jokingly speak of the great galactic ghoul which subsists on a diet of Mars probes. This phenomenon is also informally known as the Mars curse. In contrast to overall high failure rates in the exploration of Mars, India has become the first country to achieve success of its maiden attempt. India's Mars Orbiter mission, MOM, is one of the least expensive interplanetary missions ever undertaken, with an approximate total cost of 450 crore, $73 million. The first mission to Mars by any Arab country has been taken up by the United Arab Emirates. Called the Emirates Mars Mission, it is scheduled for launch in 2020. The uncrewed exploratory probe has been named Hope Probe and will be sent to Mars to study its atmosphere in detail. If you like my video, please put a thumbs up, and if you like my channel, please press the subscribe button. In my next video we will talk about different successful missions to Mars.